Hey guys, this is Shelley Allison. This is such a beautiful and thoughtful question. I'm excited to answer it. First, I wanted to just make sure that you know that by asking this question and thinking about these things, you're an amazing parent, and it's just so obvious how much you love and care for your kiddos. I've yet to see Inside Out 2, but I loved the first one. I really think the nice thing about these films is it fosters these really cool conversations between kids and their parents about emotions, which is relatively new when we look back at, previous generations, even our generation. The other awesome thing is that it gives life and personification to these pretty intangible feelings that can be confusing for kids when they're just words like anxiety or disgust. It's never too early to give kids language around emotions, and in fact, they really need it to feel empowered and better connect with the world around them. Without it, I feel like kids can feel scared or confused when feelings come up and they don't really know how to explain it or label it or much less deal with it. Growing up, we may have been taught that certain emotions are better than others, or that some are bad, that some emotions are just not even allowed or are unacceptable to show or feel. And I feel like by breaking away from that mindset, we're creating or fostering this place of safety for our kids and even ourselves to just accept emotions or feelings as normal, all of them. And they're a beautiful part of the human experience. So by talking about things like anxiety with your kids, you're normalizing it and taking the stigma away from it. The Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence uses a really cool acronym to kind of describe what they feel like is emotional intelligence. So it's ruler, and R is recognizing. So, where is this feeling in my body? How do I know I'm having this emotion? Is it like butterflies in my tummy? U is understanding. Where does this feeling come from? How did it start? What's triggering it? So, if it's anxiety, is it because I'm having to start a new school and I don't know a lot of people? And I'm not really even sure who my teacher is or where I'm going to sit in class? Just exploring that with kiddos can be really helpful. Labeling is using descriptive language to better define it. And then E, expressing within societal and cultural norms. And then R is regulating, which is probably the one we all have the most trouble with. So for kiddos, it's all about making learning about emotions fun, not having the serious sit-down type of lecture where they're worried they're in trouble. So this could look like making faces and having your kiddos guess what you're feeling. When you're reading or watching a movie, talk about what the characters are feeling based on their, verbiage or their emotional expression, or even the situation. I really like this one, making up fun words to describe emotions better. So I heard a podcast one time where a mom and a kiddo made up the word excited. And it was just a combo of the word scared and the word excited to describe how the kiddo was feeling prior to performing in an upcoming talent show. They were excited to go perform this fun thing that they had been doing, but they were also nervous. The next part of it would just be modeling to your kids the regulation. So when you can say, mommy and daddy, when mommy and daddy feel anxious, they like to go take a break, or they like to go walk in the sun, or they like to go get a snack. Or would you like to go take a break? Would you like to go walk in the sun? Maybe going on YouTube, finding a kid-friendly breathing exercise and practice it together when they're feeling upset. Or how about just even letting them brainstorm, okay, I see you're feeling a little anxious or feeling angry. What is something that you want to do when you have this feeling? Do you want to go color? Do you want to go sit in your room? Do you want to go listen to music? Or do you just need a hug? I think it's important also to just disclose appropriately that you yourself sometimes have anxiety and you're still figuring out exactly what works best for you is how you deal with it. And I just want you to know that it doesn't mean that you are broken or weak or that you're failing as a parent. And your kiddos aren't going to see you that way. So thanks for asking such a raw and awesome question. I'll leave some websites and resources just for other ideas and ways to talk to your kids about big emotions. Thanks.